I got the best relationship advice from a psychic many years ago, but I didn't want it because I was not ready to accept the reality of my situation. So, for a period of about like 3 or 4 months, I would go to these seances once a week with my ex, and our relationship was already coming to a close at that point. But I had hope, and my hope was that if he answered my questions and I knew what was happening, I could get the closure and move forward. But something wasn't sitting right because intuitively I knew that what I was being told was not the truth. So in turn, I was asking a lot of questions to the point where that was becoming the fights. And we went to this seance one day. I think it was my first time there. And the psychic told my ex that he had some blue right here, so he was under some stress and this and that. It was me. I knew it right off the bat. And the thing is, if somebody is lying to you and you don't know if you can trust them, the thing is, that's our cue to say, okay, I'm either going to have to take them at their word and believe them and stop this nonsense because it's not good for anybody to do that, or I'm going to have to walk away because if I don't trust them enough to take them at their word, what am I doing here, you know? And it's not an easy choice, but this is what the psychic told me. So I asked her, I said, so you can see things like that? And she said, yeah. And I said, do you know if we're going to stay together? And now bear in mind, I didn't know the etiquette at that time. I just asked the question. I had alienated everybody around me because I was obsessing over this, and I was asking everybody what they would do and telling them the new details, and everybody was just kind of done with me at that point. So I kind of had nobody. But I asked her if we were going to stay together, and she said, it's like this. Could you stay together? You could. Should you stay together? And that was kind of this aha moment of, if I cannot get peace because I can't trust him, it's not going to be good for either one of us, because either way, you know, it's going to create some kind of issue. And if he's not happy now, he's definitely not going to be happy. But if I can't trust him at what he's telling me, am I going to be happy? And ultimately, I chose to go with my intuition and to walk away because it's what needed to happen. I was not ready for that information. I was hoping she would just say, oh, it's going to work itself out. I was really hoping for that. But when she said that, I was like, okay, it's going to be more complex than I realized. And I'm glad for that. I'm glad that things worked out that way. But it is a very difficult reality to come into, and things aren't going to go the way that we want them to. But I just hope that maybe that message might help somebody else that's dealing with it.